Hey guys, it's Ethan from Extreme RC 4x4, and in this video I'm going to show you how cheap RC cars can basically be a source of actually good RC parts. So starting off, this is a New Bright Ranger RZR. I already took a bunch of the screws out of it, so it might be a little bit falling apart, but I just want to start off with when you get your cheap RC cars, you want to look at the body that they have, and usually New Bright has vehicles with really good interior details and things like that in them, and basically buying the entire car is usually almost worth the price of that hard body would be sold by itself. So I guess we can start with the tires. I already took all these out. But these tires, you want to make sure that they're like squishable, they're kind of soft, and then because these tires are rubber, they'll actually be usable on an RC car, such as maybe your crawler or something of that sort. These might be good like mud tires if you want to use them like that. I know that these are too big for 1.9s, but I do not have any 2.2 rims around, and I am pretty sure that these tires would fit on 2.2 rims, so I am going to keep these around. And then these are just the rims. I don't know if you could really find any use for these. You might be able to saw this part off and then install a hex hub behind it, but I don't really know that these rims are built for that kind of durability. So now that we've got the tires covered, the next thing is the body. Alright, so these pieces right here are just falling off because I took out the screws to hold them in, but they're just little rock rail sort of knockoffs. But here is the main body. This is probably the main piece that's actually worth something in here. As you can see, some of these stickers are starting to peel off, but I've had this one for a very long time. The grill is a little bit flimsy, so you just gotta be careful with that. But these do have really nice headlights and tail lights in them. They don't work, but they look really detailed. And the interior, sorry it's dirty, but the interior is actually fairly well detailed. This could be pretty much almost an exact replica, except for the fact that there's no real place for the driver to put their feet. Other than that, you have the main chassis. You won't be able to really get any use out of this unless you want to reuse these electronics in something else. Then you'll definitely be able to use them. You got bumpers, front and rear. Not the strongest things, but the next thing I took off of here was these shocks. Now, these shocks really weren't serving any purpose on there. They're really stiff on the truck, and usually these are just for show. They don't actually get used at all. But if you go ahead, you can twist these and pull them apart, and then take your spring off, and you actually have a decent spring on here. I was looking at it, and here's an Axial SCX10 shock, and then here are the springs that go to the shock. These are dual rate, a shorter, more stiff one, and a longer, softer one. And comparing these two in size, the Axial one is just a little bit shorter, and you can actually put the New Bright shock onto the Axial SCX10 shock. So just like that, you have a working shock. The spring actually looks pretty nice on here. It's nice and shiny compared to my other springs, which are fairly worn and been through a lot. But this spring is a little bit stiffer, and I think it works pretty good for being a simple RC car that somebody might be selling at a garage sale. You definitely want to stop and maybe check it out. Usually you can find these for pretty cheap. I got this one when I was younger. This was one of my first RC cars, and it's not really working that well. So yeah, I guess that might turn into a project. These tires might be used eventually. I'm probably going to be putting these springs on my Jeep Cherokee. But other than that, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please share in the comments what you might be finding on your cheaper RC car, and make sure to subscribe for the channel just in case any of this stuff does get used in future videos, and I will see you in the next video.